Good morning, future leaders. Look at your hands for a second. Right now, in this very moment, you are the youngest you will ever be for the rest of your life. But you are also the oldest you have ever been. You are standing on a thin line between a past you can't change and a future that hasn't happened yet. Most people your age are asleep. I don't mean their eyes are closed, I mean their souls are on autopilot. They wake up, they check their notifications, they scroll through someone else's highlight reel, they go to class, they do the bare minimum, and they go back to sleep. They are living a repeat life, but let me ask you a question that might make you uncomfortable. If today was the blueprint for the rest of your life, would you be excited for tomorrow? If you keep doing exactly what you did yesterday, you aren't just standing still. In a world that is moving at the speed of light, standing still is the same as moving backward. Welcome to Improve Your Mindset. Today, we aren't just talking about motivation. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings fade. We are talking about a total psychological shift. We are talking about the architect mindset. Society tells you that failure is a dirty word. They tell you to get the grade, get the degree, and get the safe job. But let's look at the giants. Let's look at the people who actually changed the world. I remember a story about a man who wanted a job at a fast food chain. Dozens of people applied. He was the only one rejected. He applied to colleges. He was rejected. He applied to be a police officer. They told him he wasn't good enough. In your world, that looks like a loser. Right. Wrong. That man understood something you must learn today. Rejection is just redirection. When you fail a test, when you get ghosted by the person you like, when you start a business, and it crashes in 3 months, that isn't life telling you to stop. That is life testing your resolve. Rhetorical question: how many times are you willing to be told no before your yes becomes inevitable? If you want to be successful, you have to develop a high appetite for pain. Most of you are fragile. You cry when the Wi-Fi is slow. You quit when the teacher is mean. If you want a diamond life, you have to stop complaining about the pressure. Diamonds are just pieces of coal that handled the pressure without breaking. Nature is the greatest teacher we have. Think about a tree. Does a tree stop growing because the wind is blowing? Does it stop because a bird built a nest on its branch or because someone carved their initials into its bark? No, it finds a way. It grows around the obstacles. It sends its roots deeper when the drought comes. You need to become anti-fragile. The internal audit. Every single night, before you close your eyes, you need to ask, am I a better version of myself than I was at 8 a.m.? 2. The 1% rule. You don't need to be 100% better tomorrow. You just need to be 1% better. If you improve by 1% every day, in a year, you are 37 times better than when you started. That is the power of compounding. Stop looking for the quantum leap. Stop looking for the viral moment. Build the roots first. If the branches grow faster than the roots, the first storm will knock you down. Here at Improve Your Mindset, we focus on the roots. Let's get real. Nobody is coming to save you. The economy is bad. My parents didn't support me. The algorithm hates me. I don't have the right equipment. Do you know what the world does with those excuses? It ignores them. The world doesn't pay for excuses. It pays for results. Imagine you're playing a game of cards. Some people are dealt aces. You might have been dealt a 2 and a 7. Is it unfair? Yes. Does complaining change the cards in your hand? Never. The best players in the world aren't the ones who get the best cards. They are the ones who play their bad hands so well that they win anyway. Take responsibility. The moment you blame someone else for your situation, you give them power over your life. When you say, I am unhappy because of X, you are saying, X has the remote control to my emotions. Take the remote back. Even if it isn't your fault, it is your responsibility. If someone hits your car, it's not your fault, but it's your responsibility to get it fixed so you can keep driving. Stop waiting for an apology from life. Just start driving. Think about a toddler learning to walk. They fall, They hit their head, they cry. Do you ever look at that baby and say, well, I guess walking isn't for him? He should just give up. Of course not. So, why do you do that to yourself? Failure is the laboratory of success. It's where you test what doesn't work. Every time you fail, you are actually just narrowing down the path to victory. The first fall teaches you balance. The second fall teaches you focus. The third fall teaches you resilience. If you aren't failing at least once a week, you aren't playing a big enough game. You're playing it safe, and safe is the most dangerous place you can be. Everyone wants to be rich, but rich is a shallow goal. If you have $1 billion, but you provide zero value to the world, you are just a bank account with a heartbeat. True success isn't about how much money you take from the world. It's about how much value you add to it. The law of compensation. Your income is directly proportional to the size of the problem you solve. If you solve a small problem for a few people, you make a little money. If you solve a massive problem for millions of people, you become a legend. Don't chase the check, chase the skill. Become so good, so useful, and so valuable that the world cannot afford to ignore you. When you focus on being useful, money will hunt you down. It will find you. I want you to pull out your phone later and look at your last 5 text messages. Look at the people you spent time with this weekend. There is an old saying, show me your friends, and I'll show you your future. If you are the smartest, most ambitious person in your friend group, you are in the wrong group. You will eventually level down to match their energy. Hang out with 5 lazy people, you'll be the 6th. Hang out with 5 complainers. You'll be the 6th. Hang out with 5 entrepreneurs. You'll be the 6th. You need iron sharpening iron. You need friends who don't just celebrate your wins, but who call you out on your garbage. You need a circle that makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable because they are doing so much more than you. That discomfort is called growth. You can have the greatest idea in the history of mankind, but if you cannot communicate it, it will die in your head. Communication isn't about being a loud talker. It's about being a bridge builder. It's about empathy. It's about listening twice as much as you speak. In this digital age, the most valuable skill is the ability to look someone in the eye and move their heart with your words. Read the books, practice in the mirror, learn how to tell a story. Because the best storytellers are the ones who rule the world. There is a myth that hard work is the only key. If hard work was the only key, the construction worker would be richer than the architect. Hard work is the requirement, but strategy is the multiplier. Don't just work hard, work smart. Sharpen your axe, your mind. Learn the shortcuts, understand the systems. Spend 20% of your time planning and 80% executing. Most people do 0% planning and 100% busy work. Being busy is not the same as being productive. Don't mistake motion for progress. A rocking horse moves a lot, but it never gets anywhere. Imagine I gave you a Ferrari today. The only catch is that it's the only car you get for the rest of your life. How would you treat it? You'd get the best oil, the best tires, and you'd never push it past the red line without reason. You have one body, one brain. Why are you fueling it with poison? Why are you starving it of sleep? Why are you letting it rot on a couch? There is no point in being the richest person in the graveyard. Health is the foundation of everything we talk about here at Improve Your Mindset. If you don't have the energy to execute your dreams will stay in your head. Exercise isn't about looking good. It's about mental clarity. It's about discipline. It's about telling your body who is the boss. We are coming to the end of our time today, but this is the beginning of your new life. There will come a day, it might be 50, 60, or 70 years from now where you will be lying in a bed, and the ghost of the person you could have been will be standing at your bedside. That ghost will look you in the eyes and say, I had the ideas you ignored. I had the talents you were too scared to use. I had the courage you were too lazy to find. And now, I have to die with you. Do not let that happen. Don't just exist. Don't just occupy space. Don't just be a consumer of other people's dreams. When people told me I was crazy, I didn't listen. When they told me I was just a teacher, I kept building. Your dream belongs to you. It wasn't given to your parents, your friends, or your boss. It was given to you. If you don't protect it, nobody will. Every morning when you wake up, you have two choices: continue to sleep with your dreams. Wake up and chase them. The world is waiting for your value. The world is waiting for your story. Stop making excuses. Stop fearing failure. Start thinking. Start growing. Start living. This is Improve Your Mindset. If this message moved you, subscribe and join the community of those who refuse to be average. Now, get off this app and go do something that your future self will thank you for. Your time starts now.